mathematics class. This class is for class 7 and today we are going to start a new chapter, that is parallel lines. So first of all we should know what is the meaning of parallel lines. Suppose I draw a line something like this in the plane of this board, and I draw another line which is at equidistant or equal distance from the same line. I mean to say that if this distance or the perpendicular distance between these two lines is A, so everywhere if it is A, it means these lines are parallel lines. So what is the meaning of parallel lines? That the parallel lines are the lines in the same plane which never intersect, means they will not cross each other like this. They are not going to cross each other. They will never intersect each other. If you extend this to the left hand side and you extend it to the right hand side also, they are not going to intersect. So lines in a same plane which do not intersect each other anywhere are known as parallel lines. And it is written as, suppose I say this line is represented by x and this line is represented by y, so we can say x is parallel to y. So this sign is for parallel to. Parallel to. This sign is generally written when we write parallel lines. Now, one more thing, that the perpendicular distance between parallel lines is always same or fixed or constant. Suppose I say distance between these two lines is x units, perpendicular distance. So everywhere it will be x units. This is the second point that we need to remember always, that distance between two parallel lines is always fixed or always constant. I hope the concept will be clear to you. What are parallel lines? Lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other ever, and the perpendicular distance between the two lines is always fixed or constant, are known as parallel lines. Next topic is transversal. What is a transversal? So transversal is a line which intersects two coplanar lines. Now what is the meaning of coplanar? Coplanar means lines which are in a same plane. Suppose I draw one line on this board. This board will be considered as a plane, and one more line on the board. So if this line is marked by L, this is M. So L and M are two coplanar lines. These lines lie in the same plane of the board. Now if another line which intersects these lines L and M are intersected by line P, then this P line is known as transversal. Transversal. If a line P is intersecting two coplanar lines at two different points, you can see one point I am marking as capital A, another point I am marking as capital B. So a line small p is intersecting two lines, two coplanar lines, small l and small m, at two different points or two distinct points, point A and point B. So P will be known as transversal. This is the meaning of transversal. A line which intersects two given lines in the same plane is known as a transversal. Now when a transversal intersects two lines, then there are few angles formed. So there are, in total there are 8 angles are formed. 8 angles are formed. I will tell you which are what is the name of those angles and what are those angles. So first is known as corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Let us name it. Now let this angle be 1, this angle be 2, this 3, and this angle be 4. Then this angle is 5, this angle is 6, this angle is 7, and this angle is 8. Now, what are corresponding angles? Angle 2 corresponds to angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles, 2 and 6. Similarly, 1 and 5. Angle 1 and angle 5. Similarly, 4 and 8. Angle 4 and angle 8. Similarly, 3 and 7. Angle 3 and angle 7. These are corresponding angles. When are corresponding angles formed? When two lines are intersected by a transversal, then there are 4 pair of angles formed, or you can say 8 angles formed. I am rubbing out this 8 angles. I just name the angles which are formed. So, first is corresponding angles that are formed, and here you can see there are 4 pairs, 2 and 6, 1 and 5, 4 and 8, and 3 and 7 are corresponding angles. Then second is alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. What is the meaning of alternate interior? Which are in alternate segments and they are inside. Suppose this line and this line. So inside there are 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 and 4, both of them are in alternate segments. So 6 and 4 are alternate, and since they are inside or in the interior, or they are in between lines L and M, so they will be known as alternate interior angles. So angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior, and angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. 3 and 5 are alternate, and 6 and 4 are alternate interior angles. Then next is the third type of angles that are known as alternate exterior angles. Now alternate exterior angles means which are in the outer segment. So 1 and 7 and 8 and 2 will be considered as alternate interior angles. 8 and 2, so angle 2 and angle 8, and the other pair is 1 and 7. Angle 1 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. Then the last pair comes as co-interior angles. Co-interior angles, or it is sometimes also known as coplanar angles, means these two, the angles which lie inside. 4 and 5 and 3 and 6 are co-interior angles. So angle 4 and angle 5 and angle 3 and angle 6 are co-interior angles. So these are the angles formed when two coplanar lines are intersected by a transversal. We get 4 pair of angles: corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and co-interior angles. In the when we are studying about parallel lines, in the study of this, there are some conditions that if there are two parallel lines and a transversal is intersecting them, then either these are equal or some are equal, and so that will be coming in the next topic. I hope this is clear to you. Now we move on to the other point. Now, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then from here your chapter starts. You need to be very much clear. They say if two parallel lines, so first of all I am drawing two parallel lines, one line and second line. This is line L, this is M, and this is a transversal that is marked by T. Since these are two parallel lines, so I am making arrow sign. This shows that these two lines L and M are parallel, and a transversal T is cutting. Now I mark the angles. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. then 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now if two lines are intersected or intersected by transversal, then number 1 is all the corresponding angles are equal. This you need to remember. If there are two parallel lines and they are intersected by a transversal, then it is for sure that all the corresponding angles formed are equal. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding, so you can say angle 1 is equal to angle 5, number 1. Then angle 2 and 6 will be equal. Angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Then angle 3 will be equal to angle 7 and angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. All these angles will be equal if two parallel lines are there and they are intersected by a transversal. Angle 1 will be equal to angle 5, angle 2 will be equal to angle 6, angle 3 will be equal to angle 7 and angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. These are the corresponding angles formed. So all the corresponding angles formed are equal when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. Then second point is all the alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are also equal. So what are alternate interior angles? 6 and 4 in this diagram, angles 6 and 4 are alternate interior angles. At the same time 3 and 5 are also alternate interior angles. So they are equal, means angle 3 will be equal to angle 5 and angle 4 will be equal to angle 6. This is the second point, that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then all the pairs of alternate interior angles made will be equal. So there are two pairs, 3 and 5, and second pair 4 and 6 are equal. So that is what I have written. Then alternate exterior angles are also equal. Third point is alternate exterior angles are equal. Now alternate exterior angles means 1 and 7 and 2 and 8. So angle 1 is equal to angle 7 and angle 2 is equal to angle 8. Two pairs are formed of alternate interior angles and they are also equal. Then the fourth point or the last point is that co-interior angles are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum of two angles is 180 degree. Co-interior angles. So 3 and 6 are co-interior angles. It means sum of angle 3 and angle 6 will be 180. At the same time 4 and 5 are co-interior angles. So sum of angle 4 and angle 5 will be equal to 180 degrees. So that can be written as angle 3 plus angle 6 will always be equal to 180 degree and angle 4 plus angle 5 will always be equal to 180 degree. Means that if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then the sum of co-interior angles formed is always equal to 180, or these two angles are supplementary. Now I hope we have finished this topic. Now its converse is also true. If this is true, then its converse is also true. What is the converse? That if any two lines are intersected by a transversal, then its corresponding, and if its corresponding angles are equal, then the lines given are parallel to each other. Previously, what in this topic what we have discussed, that if there are two parallel lines given and they are intersected by a transversal, then corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal, alternate exterior angles are equal, and co-interior angles are supplementary. But if in a diagram, or say it is given that corresponding angles are equal, then you can say, or we can say that the lines given, and if they are being intersected by transversal, then the lines given are parallel. If corresponding angles are equal, then lines given are parallel. Or if alternate interior angles are equal, then lines given are parallel. If alternate exterior angles are equal, then lines given are parallel. Or if co-interior angles, sum of co-interior angles is 180, then again the lines given are parallel, means vice versa. If this is true, then according to this, all these four conditions will be true. Or its opposite, if any of one condition is true, then the lines given are parallel. This is known as the converse. Now we move on to the exercise and we will take up the questions so that your concept will be a bit more clear. So now we move on to exercise 15. In exercise 15, I have taken question number 3. I am starting with question number 3. Question number 2 is true and false, and question number 1 is based on what you have understood. So if you have understood all the things that have been taught, you can easily go with question number 1. Now in question number 3, they say, give the measure of angles A, B, C, D, E, F and G in the figure given alongside. So this is the figure I have already drawn. Now you want angle A. Angle A plus 55. You can see both these angle A and 55 make a straight line. Suppose this is a line and this angle is 55 and this is angle A. So A plus 55 is a straight angle. So you can say that angle A plus 55 is equal to 180 degree because the straight angle. Because this is a straight angle and the measurement of straight angle is 180 degree. So A will be 180 minus 55. That is 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2 and 125. 125 degrees A. Now whatever is A, same will be D because A and D are corresponding angles. So A will be equal to D is equal to 125 because A and D are corresponding angles. We have just now discussed the meaning of corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? Now D and 55 and A and C will also be equal. Why? Because A and C are vertically opposite angles. You can see whatever is this angle, same has to be this angle. So A will be equal to C since they are vertically opposite angles, and that will be equal to 125. Or one more method is there, 55 plus C can also be considered as a straight angle. Means in place of A, if you write C plus 55, so this line is also a straight line and C plus 55 make a straight angle. So C will be 180 minus 55, you will get 125. Now whatever is the value of C will be equal to E. So angle C will be equal to angle E, and that will be 125. Why? Because these are corresponding angles. Just now we have discussed. So we have done A, we have done C, we have done E, and we have done D. Now angle B will be equal to 55. Why? Angle B will be equal to 55 because they are vertically opposite angles. B and 55 are vertically opposite angles, and we know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle B will be 55. So if angle B is 55, same will be angle G. Angle B is equal to angle G is equal to 55 because these are corresponding angles. We have done B also, we have done G also. Now only F is there. So F and 55 are corresponding angles. So F is equal to 55 degree because angle F and 55 are corresponding angles that we have studied right now. Now we move on to the next question. Next question I am taking is question number 5. This is based on the converse that has been explained just now. So in this you have to examine whether AB and CD are parallel. AB is given and CD is given. You have to check whether they are parallel or not. So in the first case, they say angle B is equal to 80 degree, and they say angle Y is equal to 80 degree. Now angle B and angle Y are, in this diagram, they are equal. First of all, it is given that angle B is equal to angle Y and they are equal, so they can be taken as corresponding angles since they are forming corresponding angles and the corresponding angles are equal. They are equal to each other, and we know that when corresponding angles are equal, then the lines given are parallel. So we can say that AB is parallel to CD. Now second point. Second, they say angle B is equal to 70 degree and angle Z is equal to 70 degree. Angle B is 70 degree and angle Z is 70 degree. Angle B and angle Z are working as exterior angles. As exterior angles. So they, in this case, we can see that they are not following anything. Means what I mean to say, they are not corresponding angles, they are not alternate interior angles, they are not alternate exterior angles also, as well as they are not co-interior angles. It means we don't have any information about angle B and angle Z. What type of angles are they? We have learned that there are 4 types of angles: corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, co-interior angles, and alternate exterior angles. So if it would have been Z and A, we would have said yes or no, but in this case they are saying only B and Z. So we are unable to say anything about them, so we are not sure. So we can say that AB is not parallel to CD. Now third point. Then they say third point is angle A 40, angle Y 40. Angle A is equal to 40 degree and angle Y is equal to 40 degree. Now angle A is 40, so angle Y is 40. Now angle A and angle Y don't have any relation among themselves. So we are not sure whether AB is parallel to CD or not parallel to CD. It means we cannot say, because we don't know what is the relation between angle A and Y. They are not of corresponding type, they are not of alternate interior angle type, they are not of alternate exterior angle type, as well as they are not of co-interior angles type. So out of these 4, if any other thing comes, we are not sure. So we can come to the result that we are not sure that AB and CD are. This fourth point or fourth part is angle B 100. Angle B is equal to 100 degree and angle X is equal to 80 degree. Now angle B and angle X. Now if angle B is 100, then angle D will be 100 because they are vertically opposite angles. If angle B is 100, then angle D will also be equal to 100 degree because they are vertically opposite angles. And D plus X, angle D plus X are co-interior angles and their sum should be 180 degree. So angle D plus angle X should be 180 and angle D is 100 and angle X is 80, so it comes to 180 degree. It means sum of co-interior angles is 180. Therefore we can say that AB is parallel to CD. So this is okay. Means we need to find out which relation we are getting. Next is fifth part. Let's see what is there in the fifth part. Angle C 65. Angle C is equal to 65 degree and angle X is also given 65 degree. Now angle C is 65 and angle X is 65. You can see that these two angles are equal and they are in the form of alternate interior angles. So we can say angle C is equal to angle X because they are alternate interior angles, and when the alternate interior angles are equal, they are only equal when two lines are parallel. So we can say that AB is parallel to CD. Now sixth part, they say angle A 42, angle A is 42 degree and angle X is 42 degree. Angle A and angle X, you can see both these angles are equal. At the same time they are acting as corresponding angles. So we can say angle A is equal to angle X. Why? Because they are acting as corresponding angles. Therefore, when corresponding angles are equal, according to the converse, we know that when the corresponding angles are equal, then the given lines are parallel. So these lines are parallel. So now I am ending this class. I hope you have understood the topic and how to solve the given questions. The rest of the questions will be taken up in the next class. Till then, study hard and study regularly. And in the case you have any doubt, you can send your doubts on this WhatsApp 9838595697. You can send your doubts on this. Click a picture of the question or any doubt and you can send it to this number. I'll be answering you. So till then, stay blessed and study hard. Thank you all of you.